You know, when driving around Texas, there's two things that I need. One is to fill up my car. Second is to get something to drink. Today, we're in Kerrville, Texas, home of 5 Points Market. Really cool place, kind of small, boutique, really fits in to Kerrville. Come on, let's take a look. You know, like I said, we're in Kerrville, Texas. This is Texas wine country. So one of the things that we really have to feature, Texas wines. You know, Becker, for example, is an awesome Texas wine. Drink it frequently. Here we've got a nice Malbec. So promoting local, you know, embracing the local is very important. But what goes good with wine? The craft beers. You know, so to me, it's the same palate. You know, craft beers are the same customers that drink red wine, drink white wine. They want craft beers. So having an amazing selection of craft beers and a guy to merchandise it right here is critical. So smile for the camera right there. It's awesome. But it's more than that. It's so much more than that. It's what you do with it. Just putting it on the shelf is not enough. So here we've got a Mix of Six program. Customers come in, grab a six-pack and build their own six-pack, complete with all the craft beers that we have right here. This is so well received for the people that want to try something different. They might grab a premium light, then grab a Mix of Six. So that's the way to market craft beers. So I'm here with Terry and Greg at 5 Points Market, and guys, the store looks great. I just got to tell you, it looks fabulous. It's clean, it's organized. You know, I'm going to be taking this home with me on the way home, so pay no attention to that. But I just got to ask you, going through this process, it's not easy. You know, this one especially was a challenge for you. So what stands out to you? What was the most unique part of this challenge?
The first thing was getting a reasonable, good, state-of-the-art store on such a small site. This thing is less than a third of an acre, and how can you put a 2,400 square foot store with 3 MPDs on a site? It's almost impossible. And yet, you know, the site is right in the middle of town. It's right at Main and Main in Kerrville. It's a great opportunity. There's a lot of traffic. So what was important to us was making sure that we had something that was unique, it was different, it would set apart this store from our competition, and that's kind of what we put in here.
So what is the thing that stands out to you the most as far as the uniqueness of this store?
Well, we wanted to really focus on our beverage offerings and kind of have it be different, upscale, and so we went with a touchscreen fountain machine and a latte machine that, you know, we're still trying to get figured out, but it's a neat piece of equipment.
You know, you say you're trying to figure it out. I think it's great. What are the challenges with it?
Well, customers get confused between our latte and our cappuccino machine. It's kind of hidden. We also have some competitive issues.
And I will say this, when we've done our grand opening, when we've done other promotional things, a lot of the sampling has worked really well. Okay. So that's something that we're going to continue to focus on, is sampling, the signage, and so forth. So I think it is a good opportunity. Kerrville is a kind of an upscale community. It's kind of a retirement community. There's people with a lot of disposable income, and I think the niche is just right to have these kind of high-end products at the store. I think customers generally will respond real well. When we've done our customer surveys, most people have either tried it and love it or didn't know we had it. So the biggest deal is to communicate with the store, with the customer, about what we actually are offering in the store.
So I think you'll agree, it's not one of those if you build it, they will come things. You got to work it. What's the coolest thing that you've done on the social media? What's getting the most buzz?
Well, we're doing a lot of Facebook stuff. We're posting on Facebook every week. We're doing little promotions and getting followings and likes. Main thing is we're making sure that we do it every week. I'll show you this loophole thing.
Oh, yeah, you were showing me that earlier. Let's take a look.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest things. We are actually in a trial with this. This is a device that is designed to communicate directly with our customers. Now, it's real time. It's, for example, what's your favorite gum brand? Well, mine's Extra. It'll say thank you, then I'll ask another question. If I had a loyalty program, if you had a loyalty program, would I belong? You know, would I like loyalty? You know, yes, but not for a convenience store. So it's a conversational thing. The results of this come real time to our cell phone. So it's almost like as customers come up here and they play with this little thing while they're checking out, it's almost like we're in a conversation with them. It's one of the neatest things. So we can look daily and see kind of what the mood of our customers are, what products they're liking, what products they wish we had that we don't have, what they like most about the store, what they like least if there's something that's wrong. It's one of the neatest things that we put in here. We're really having a good time with that.
Do you have an example of using that data in a change that you've made where there had some success?
Oh yeah, yeah. We've asked them, for example, what kind of products they like for food. You know, fresh sandwiches. You know, we focused on fresh sandwiches. We know, for example, that customers, the #1 favorite thing in this store in the fountain program is our unique fountain machine.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you have someone in Kerrville that used to be a part of the Dublin Dr. Pepper, is that right?
She started the Dublin brand back, which is, she even has the old original Dr. Pepper recipe, but they call it Wild Cherry. But we are the only convenience store in Texas that carry every single flavor that she has. We actually have 3 flavors on our fountain machine. And they actually rank number 4 and 5. 2 of them rank 4 and 5 behind your Coke, Dr. Pepper, and Diet Coke.
So is it safe to say that, you know, as you build the store, it's pretty and all that stuff, but then you really have to listen to the customers and figure out on a continuing basis what to do?
Absolutely. We're just getting started. I mean, we're excited about this, about the opportunities. And, you know, when it's a constant conversation with your customers, it's constantly paying attention to their feedback, and it's constantly watching what sells. I mean, we look at this as being very flexible, being very much malleable in terms of how we're going to shape the store, how we're going to shape the offering, and it is an evolution in process. You just don't know. You know, you'll find that you need some basic convenience store fare, and then you'll find. I mean, we're surrounded by people with 4,000 or 5,000 square foot convenience stores. I mean, we've got to find our niche, and our niche is in some of the unique and high-end items. But we've also got to take care of the hot dogs and the fountain and the basic coffee offerings as well. We've got to do both of those things well.
That's cool. That one statement, I think, is very telling. A constant conversation with your customers.
We'll
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Mike.
Appreciate it. You know, I was mentioning all the great food and the drinks, so the shoot's over. I'm going to enjoy a good cappuccino made at 5 Points Market. But I did want to mention, one of the things about having a market like this and having cappuccino, having coffee, is you've got to have a place to sit. So in this case, one of the ways that we did that was with a stand-up bar, but for those of us that are a little bit lazier, we need a place to sit down to enjoy our cappuccino. All right, I changed my mind. It is a beautiful day in the wine country, so I'm going to enjoy my cappuccino outside. You know, one of the trends that we have going right now is outdoor seating, but it can't just be folding tables and chairs. It's got to be something nice, and this is pretty nice.